Hello everyone, welcome back. This episode of Bitcoin Trade, I'm gonna go over something here. You can see that better. I'm gonna go over something here, which I found this weird spike here, which is really unusual. It's Mount Gox on a 15-minute. So you all know what this is. This is the resistance line on 2 hour. And supposedly there's something going on right about here. All right. Of course, the price has fallen, but that's unusual. And I was wondering, is there any news going on over here that happened? And there's somewhat news related to this. And by the time you watch this, you probably already know. But let's see what's going on here. So here's an article. Bitcoin prices rebound slightly on Mt. Gox as exchange issue statement. So they issued a statement, and so that's kind of maybe a reason why. And also, here's another little bit of information. Bitcoin stock info. So if you want some news and get some prices of other trades, average prices on local bitcoins and average price of local of bitcoins, and then some information on the three major indices here. So some news. Excuse me. But here's the other news. So excuse me. So we got here Mt. Gox Bitcoin update, where there was some announcement issued on there'd be some downtime to affect and test their withdrawal issues. And so it looks like there may be some hope, and by Monday they'll maybe do another announcement. So it looks like they're working on the issue here. But the question is, and that's why I went to Mt. Gox here. The question is, will anybody come back? Because look at that. Look at the price. I mean, if it does work out and they're ready to withdraw the bitcoins and everything, is anybody gonna stay around? I guess that's the question that everybody's wondering. Are they gonna stay around, or are they all gonna leave? Because at these prices, it's really attractive to buy these bitcoins, because look at the value at Bitcoin at Mt. Gox, and look at the value at the other exchanges. I mean, it's you know, as a person who trades, it's hard to say or hard to ignore trading at Mt. Gox. And since I'm already here, and my money's kind of stuck there, why not? All I have to do is stick it out, and we'll see what's happening. So, based on these prices, I mean, I can't go anywhere anyway, so I might as well go ahead and stick it out, because if it does work out, man, look at that. That is going to be one hell of a buy for me. Wow. But what's probably going to happen is, you know, obviously they're flooded with bitcoins at that exchange at Mt. Gox, and you know, as soon as it's going to open, it's probably going to pop. All these other ones are going to probably start popping as well, or going down. I'm not sure how this is going to work. How the movement of Bitcoin into different exchanges, because you know, what's going to happen is going to be a big buying frenzy at Mt. Gox, and you know, a lot of investors, a lot of people are probably going to try to move their bitcoins out, because they're just too scared, which may drive the price of Mt. Gox up as far as, you know, Bitcoin value per money that's in there. A lot of people may still have their money withdrawal issues, so they're probably gonna take their Bitcoin somewhere, and it's gonna drive that price up. Will they have enough Bitcoins? Well, I don't know. I'm still gonna be here because I already have accounts over at Bitstamp and Bitsy and some other places well like Coinbase. As other exchanges open up around the world, I do plan on having accounts over at the other exchanges based on being a status as a mining investor. So for me, this is not a problem for me. I'm in it for the bitcoins, and right now, if you already have a Mt. Gox account, this is a good buy. And like I said, what do you got to lose? If you're not getting your money out, you might as well just go ahead and buy the bitcoins at this price, because if you do ever cash out or put a sell in the real world, you're making a killing. Look at that price; it's just phenomenal. So I can't ignore it. As someone who's a mining investor who trades Bitcoin, um, it's this price is hard to ignore. But there's a reason why this price is low. But then again, the risk versus the reward kind of makes it worse. And considering that I'm already at Mt. Gox and I'm already up and trading at Mt. Gox, it could be a good opportunity for me to take advantage of this depreciated price. Excuse me. So let's go take a look at the rest of the indices here. And this is Bitstamp at 2 hour, and you see it has fallen. So it's following that downtrending line again. And then also at Bitsy, also at 2 hour, it's falling below that. So it kind of reached it and then dropped. But we'll see what happens, because what's holding everything up, believe it or not, I mean, you think Mt. Gox doesn't have a play? You're wrong, because guess what? Mt. Gox is holding all the other exchanges back from going upwards. And so as soon as they resolve their issue, either they die and go away and be replaced by some other exchange, or they just go back to business normal. Having the withdrawal issues resolved. I don't know about the money. I don't really care about the money withdrawal. I do care about it if they're going to go out of business, but at the same time, if they're going to stay in business, I don't really care about the money. I care about the bitcoins, and if they have it, I mean, I'll still trade it here, because it's still an exchange, and it's still an indice that I use when I trade in the real world. As long as there's a price and there's an exchange and it's still operating, and it's the top 3 major U.S. Bitcoin indices. If they're still a part of that, I'm still using their price as part of the trade. So this price is valid. If you ask me what's the price of Bitcoin, well, I would look at Mt. Gox and say, well, if I'm buying it, the price of Bitcoin is only like $260. But if I'm selling Bitcoin, the price is $630. Excuse me. But I haven't had anybody sell me at this price yet. So usually I can get it somewhere in between Bitsy and Mt. Gox price, some kind of negotiating, because I can use this as a valid price, because this is a price mechanism, a price discovery mechanism. So I will attempt to use it. Is it valid? Will someone pay for it? I don't know. But I can say, hey, I'm just following the 3 major indices on which I'm offering my price. And so, I mean, I believe this price is valid. Would I pay for this price? Would I sell at this price? No. Because if I wanted to buy this, I have an account at Mt. Gox, and I will buy it at that price. So, that's kind of, Mt. Gox is still in play. Mt. Gox is still affecting the other indices, because as long as they're having their issues, even though they fixed their issues, you notice they never really popped up that high. They're being dragged down by Mt. Gox. So Mt. Gox is still a leading indicator of a downtrending. And so if you look at the other indices, you'll see that they're still downtrending as well. They have not broken that resistance line. And Mt. Gox definitely has not broken that resistance line. So as soon as they fix their problem and everything gets resolved, I think that's when you're going to see a rise in Bitcoins again. So anyways, thanks for watching. It's going to be a really short episode. Just want to bring that up to date. I know a lot of people are interested, but unfortunately by the time you hear this, you already know. I'm not here to sway the markets. I'm just here to kind of give you my perspective, my opinions, and how I trade, and maybe some ideas for how you would trade. And some other news stuff and stuff that I talk about. But again, by the time you all find out, you would probably already know. So we'll all know the answer soon enough. Anyways, thanks for watching. Stay like, dislike, comment, even leave a video response. Until next time, stay tuned. Bye.